Hey everyone, Doc Storm here. First off, thank you everyone for checking out my previous inverse video. It's about my deck against the popular Dual Prince and P.E.K.K.A deck, as well as special thanks to Sacrificer, Benja, and everyone else that took the time to find me at my clan actually requesting matches. That was super cool and unexpected, but thank you, and feel free for anyone to do the same. So today I want to show you another deck I'm sure you all face a lot, including myself. It is the Giant decks. Now, usually giant decks are accompanied with supporting ranged troops like archers, spear goblins, musketeers, and wizards. So at this point, without saying any more, let's check out the video and talk about it. So here, as you can see, my opponent is level 9, so we are out leveled. Now, look at the opponent's bar placement. It's actually very smart, because if you don't know what to play in the beginning, it's better to split the troops in half. This way it forces your opponents usually to reveal 2 cards to counter each lane. But because I knew he was doing that, I saved my Valkyrie here and waited till they crossed over, and I placed it in the middle to bring them back together. So sometimes you just have to be patient. Now, usually after an attack like that, we send off a counterattack. And it was pretty successful because now we're resetting and I'm up with an elixir collector. Now at this point, it's the first time my opponent actually played a giant. So now at this point I knew it was a giant deck. So now look at my cannon placement here. This is a good placement because if you place one cell higher, if they drop the musketeer across that bridge, it can actually shoot your cannon directly and counter it. And I wouldn't have anything to pull that giant into the middle. Now again, it's the first time they revealed the 3 musketeers, but luckily I had my fireball. So same thing with everyone using the fireball card. Try to save that for defense, especially in the beginning of the game, because you don't know what they have. So in that case, if I didn't have the fireball, I'd be toast against the 3 musketeers. So in the beginning, always save that fireball till when you need it. Now even good players, sometimes we get anxious. So he missed that arrow there. So for everyone else out there, try to be patient, try to stay calm, and play the game as best as you can. So I played a baby dragon there, and later on you'll see me here playing a fireball. Why I had to do that was just to waste some elixir. And again, I kind of know exactly what cards my opponents have now. I knew he wasn't going to play the 3 musketeers, which I need to counter with my fireball, because he didn't have any tanks with them. If he had barbarians or giants laid down on the map already, of course not, you should not play that fireball across. And because my deck is a fast cycle deck, I knew that by the time he played the 3 musketeers again, I would have my fireball ready again. So at this point, with this deck, it's not a 3 crown deck, so I'm just trying to defend the best I could and wait out the timer here. So please everyone, try to play your deck, get used to it, and know what your deck can do. So in my case, I knew my deck is not a 3 crown deck, so I'm not aiming for that. So when you're up by 1 tower, you just wait for the timer to go on. And at the end there, my opponent actually got overwhelmed a bit. And so there you have it. So let's recap what we should do against the giant decks. So giant decks usually are accompanied with supporting troops, usually their range. And what you want to do is hopefully take and separate the giant and their supporting troops. How you do that ideally is with a defensive structure that you place in the middle so the giant walks towards it. Hopefully you have some melee troops that you can put down, damage the giant. And then at this point you're waiting for their supporting range troops to cross that bridge so you can hopefully lay a strong unit with splash damage to counter the supporting troops at once. You do not want to place those units too early before those units cross the bridge because they can effectively shoot your splash target down before it can even reach those target units across the river. So always be patient with giant decks. You gotta kind of pull those 2 groups apart, wait till they pass that bridge mark so you can effectively counter them as they cross. So there you have it. And guess what? I got my first super magical chest today. I'm very excited. if I get if I get my first legendary, I'll be sure to make a video about it. So thanks again everyone for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video, guys. Take care.